Excuse me. Anyway, this is what Yes on F tried to do to me, and is that crazy or what? This is Dan Harley here, and I guess this is kind of a follow-up to my previous video on Apple's Measure F. And before we start, I want to state a few things right away so there's no misunderstandings here. First of all, I believe Measure F is probably going to pass. You know, I believe the Yes and F folks have done a remarkable job at trying to persuade the public at their platform. I mean, I agree with what they're doing, but I do acknowledge that. It's also way too late to sway anybody on Measure F. Today's voting day, and it's really not my intention to do that in this video. And I wanted to kind of put on record and state some facts of what happened. And I'm sure those on both sides on this would be concerned such things that had happened. And I also view this because I want to make sure the essence of my emotions are accurately captured, because text posts or text blogs don't really feel miserably at that. So anyway, so what happened? Well, anyway, I made, as I mentioned, a detailed video on my take on Measure F last week, and mostly questioning Yes on F issues, but also critical to liberty utilities too. And lots of information I thought the public should know, because people have been calling me, for a long time about this, and I gave my opinion, and I thought, and I also heard some things I didn't quite like about what I'm hearing about there about some information. So I thought it would be good to have an informed information video, so people out there can make an informed decision regardless of which way you want to go. So I posted links to several locations, including on the Yes and F fan page, and received almost 6,000 views in just a few days. So by the way, those of you who have seen my video, thank you very much for the time to review the video. I know it was very long and lengthy, but I was surprised by how popular it became. So anyway, the next day several links were deleted, so I posted them again and tracked them. And I simply do. I took pictures of the post. So those of you who don't know, I'm an ITIS consultant, and this is what I do for a living. And it's a very simple way to track posts and prove that they've been erased. So anyway, someone commented on my video that was posted on Yes on F, and I questioned them. And the Yes and F commented as well. I questioned them, and I also stated, hey, you deleted my videos before, please don't do it again. And I also asked a simple question, which is a very important question. We're going to get more involved with it. I just simply asked, provide examples of municipalities taking over a private water company, resulting in rollback in rates. Explain why, and I'll explain why this question is important in a bit. Anyway, they claim they never deleted my post. And they responded back with a very good fine. They responded back with something about West Valley Water District rebating about $100 to every customer from the savings on time use off-peak pumping rates, which I thought was a phenomenal fine. Kudos to them. However, it did not relate specifically to my question, and so I responded back accordingly. And within about an hour, the entire thread was deleted. So now it's pretty easy to make comments disappear on Facebook, and I should know. Unless of course someone made photocopies of the posts like I did. So anyway, here's a picture of that. So my photo kind of proves that the comments did exist. And I confirmed with the colleague that comments no longer exist. They've been deleted. So, Yes on F deleted my comments. And by the way, this picture and all this other stuff will be available on my personal blog site, danharleyjr.com. So, also I should mention too, I know it's a little bit hard to read, a little comment from Yes on F says, we appreciate your comments, however, we don't delete anything from our page. Well, I'm afraid that's a lie. And also, this is not the first time or the last time a post or comments were erased. This happens all the time with me, all the time. I get stuff deleted all the time. But what makes this a significant difference is all of Town of Apple Valley's council persons support or endorse Yes on F, this particular organization. And Town of Valley staff and management endorse Yes on F. So this is essentially censoring the public of their opinion. Just like the communists do, what happened between Clinton and Sanders at the DNC, Antifa. This is pretty serious stuff, even though I'm trying to downplay it a little bit. And definitely not a good thing for those who ever associated with Yes on F who are in the public eye. You're basically endorsing censorship. So now I'm not as concerned about my comments being deleted as I am about not getting an answer to my question. And what the question, why is it important, is more important than being deleted. So what is the question? It's simply provide examples of municipalities taking over a private water company which resulted in rollback of water rates. Very simple, but very important. Okay, many think that Town of Apple Valley was going to roll back water rates. They need to prove it or disprove it or say they're not going to do it. Okay, and going further here, Town of Apple Valley claims that 8% of water utilities are public, which is pretty accurate. I got to give them that much. Okay, then there should be numerous successful examples of utility takeovers. Numerous, 80% or so. So, if taking over a private utility and make it so efficient, we need those examples. Okay, I want them to prove me wrong. I want them to prove this is feasible, not just to me but to the public. We need to follow successful implementations of what Town of Apple Valley is trying to accomplish. Okay, and believe it or not, I'm actually in favor of taking over Liberty's grid and turning it public utility. However, I'm more realistic about how hard it is to be. How hard it is it's going to be. This is why I spent so much time on my previous video and trying to explain a lot of stuff from my perspective, because I don't think that this is out there, and the public really needs to know. Okay, the public needs to know the truth. In fact, no matter how hard it is to tell, this is going to be a tough fight. This is going to be an expensive fight. The public needs to know what to expect, or they will not support when they find out for themselves. Trey Gowdy, Representative Trey Gowdy, he mentioned in a speech that caught my attention on this. He said, always tell the truth, no matter how hard it is to tell. The public can handle when you say, I can't do it. They may not like to hear it, but they can handle it. When you promise something but can't deliver, when you lie, is what the public can't handle. This is why we've had issues with Bernie Sanders rising and Trump rising on both sides of this. Deleting my comments and silencing me, as well as other concerned citizens, this is not being helpful in what you're trying to accomplish. You've already lost my support, and you'll lose the rest of the community if you keep this up. And let me tell you a little secret here. Until 2 weeks ago, I really couldn't care who won Measure F. Either way, okay? I'm way too busy to care about this. I got plenty of things to do. I got my mom 8,000 miles away. I got my family over here. I got plenty of other things to worry about other than Measure F. But this got my attention when I caught somebody lying about promises that water rates were going to be reduced. Yes on F didn't answer my simple question. Instead, they deleted it. They avoided it. So, anyway, for those of you who are interested in my previous video, I'll have a link to that video in the notes or comments of this video, or you can find it on my personal website at danharleyjr.com. That's all I really have to say. So, anyway, thank you for your time, and be sure to vote today regardless of your decision. Good luck and Godspeed to this community.